All right, so welcome back to another scene for This Life, set in beautiful Duluth, Minnesota, on the Sept of the Hearthfire. And you know what? Let's see what the weather's like in Minnesota today. It's probably friggin' ridiculous. Oh hey, it's fucking frigid. Go figs. Just so y'all know, freaking cold in Minnesota. In fact, I'm pretty sure, last I saw, it is a goddamn winter wonderland, which means that as Charlotte goes on her fucking sacred mission, she does so bundled in at least 2 layers under that big poofy fucking coat of hers. And ironically, first place she's gonna go, because she's got a plan. Got a fucking plan. Gonna go by the Ravens. Because let's face it, she's been walking in there and nobody's kicked her face yet. So that's good sign. And she needs to get a hold of Maria. And what better way to get a hold of Maria than to fucking, tap her shoes off politely, like you do. Probs even knock for once. And at least courtesy knock. Poker headed.
Yeah, Maria's stick her head out, much like this in the picture, actually. Probably the perfect representation of Maria, doing this. Just stick her head out, hair in a bit of a bun. Hello?
Maria,
What?
I need fucking assistance.
Oh, what?
Well, Freya,
What about her?
I need music. And my taste of music is crap. And I don't want to make her more sad. So, good
What's
music.
wrong with her? She kind of like leans up against one of the walls.
There's a pause. There's a blink. Oh! Oh. She like cranes a glance to see if like Leaf is like right there inside type thing.
Nah. Leaf is actually not home. We doing this follow doc shit.
Leaf home?
No, he wants he's actually keeping himself pretty busy. He's meeting with thinks reaches in to take a sip of something. He is meeting with Undergrowth.
Oh. There's another thoughtful blink because that's new and different. And potentially special.
Well, he's our new alpha, so.
Okay. Well, you don't just kind of like finally is like can I get out of the cold? Please.
She kind of just gestures, gives you the look like you're not fucking disabled. Get the fuck in here. You know what I mean?
She just making sure she polite and asks permission first. Yeah, she promptly steps in and make sure she stands on the mat so she doesn't get the fucking floor wet. Close the door behind her, just kind of just a boo. Fuck. I don't Leaf and Freya. They she kind of leans in. They broke up.
That rubs her beard. No. So used to playing characters with beards. Rhea rubs her chin on her fucking beard.
I'm fucking weak. What the shit?
Damn it, Kitty.
I didn't do that. You did that to yourself.
So what will happen is Maria rubs her chin with no facial hair. And we'll look over. and will be like, that explains a lot, actually.
I don't really know the details. I just know it happened, and I'm trying to make sure Freya is good, because
How bad is she?
not as good as I'd like to hope, but not as bad as I was worried about. Kind of a wince. Hey, Torna, has she come outside at all since it happened?
No, she's been in with Felix.
Yeah, she's. I mean, Felix has been staying with her.
Okay. Just kind of rubs her cheeks, kind of, pinching them awkwardly.
So,
What did Lee say?
he got understandably tired of my shit really fast. So, I really don't get why. I feel like I'm missing kind of a fucking linchpin item here on the why, but I can only bother Leaf so much, but I can at least try to cheer up Freya. So until Leaf decides to be in residence and tolerant of my chipper shit, I need to get Freya cheered up.
Yeah.
See if we can get her out of her own head.
I mean, he's been under a lot of stress lately, so.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I don't want to make it sound like I think he's being shisty about it. Just
No, but it's
there's a lot
worrying
going
the
on.
fact that it's gotten that bad.
Yeah.
Do we know what exactly? Like I said, we don't know what exactly was said, so.
Well, no, but I'm going to be honest at this point. I don't think Leaf's going to talk to me, and I don't know if he'll talk to you, but maybe if we can shake Freya out of it, she'll talk about it, and we can figure out what's going on. See if we can do anything about it.
She'll nod. I know he took over after what happened to Lily because there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
From her mother. A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
She'll lean in. I haven't seen Lily this unnerved in a while, not since Darren died.
Well, because of her mom?
Yeah. Apparently there's a lot of pressure that she's messed up,
Well, we can put her on the list.
What list?
A list of people that need ambushing and pulling out of their own head.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. Kind of grins. I mean, hey, if punching me makes me feel better. Whatever works,
Like I said, there's a lot of political shit going on, and from what I understand, Leaf is wading in, and apparently Lily's mother is not very happy that an Ulrichson took over the pack. If you get my meaning.
Well, I feel like the important thing here is it's not her pack.
Oh, I know. It's just how.
Yeah. Yeah, they're close. Real close.
I get the impression as well that she has a number of supporters here, and the divide is still very clear. Even though this pack is, well, we took on the risk, I think Lily reasoned that as long as the Trumanson headed it, they wouldn't receive too much flack, if you get what I'm saying.
Well,
And considering Wolves Maw being quite hostile towards us, if you notice, they've attacked me and Leaf. Not Lily, but just me and Leaf. Every time they're here.
Yeah, I remember. Shit. Okay.
Should just shrug. Should just nod. Maybe it's something to do with that.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Gonna file that. Fuck. But one step at a time, right?
Should just nod idly.
Ooh, Jesus. Okay, but we gotta cheer for you. We gotta get her, gotta shake her out of it because she has been holed up in there ever since it happened, and I can't have it.
All right.
Besides, this is how we figure out what happened. So we need booze. We need music. Got some booze. And need someone else.
What do you mean we need someone else?
And she's like probably thoughtfully like kind of glancing out the window, doing like the little tap a finger to her lips thing, like need something. And she's gonna, just for the sake of artistry, if you'll allow it, like spot Cora like trotting along or something in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
And just be like, oh, that's it. I'll be right back. And like out the door.
Racing along quite cheerily.
And yeah, Charlotte's just gonna spill out of the house. Start, that kind of stomp trot through the fucking snow, because it's probably deep enough to make it difficult, but not deep enough to keep her from picking up some speed. If she comes like, yeah, kind of plowing through. Cora!
Yeah. She kind of jumps a bit like, but
Cora, you are just what we need. Like, walk over, grab the shoulders.
she kind of has the kind of weird satchel thing over her shoulder. She's got the big beanie on covering her big bushy hair. Because shit gets caught. It gets awful cold in the fucking snow. And yeah, what? Kind of dances from like one foot to the other because it's fucking cold and I need to keep warm,
I need to cheer up
What's wrong?
Freya,
What?
and you are the perfect person to help me do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think you got cut off a little bit.
What's wrong with Freya?
Squinty face. Can you keep this on the super down low?
Depends. She kind of gives this kind of like a narrow.
I mean, she's already doing the little squinty eye narrow herself. Because hopefully the plan is to fix it, and then it never becomes a big thing. We don't want this to become a big thing.
Okay.
And she will, like, Valerian is super serious.
You've mentioned how serious this is now 5 times.
Yes. That seems like the appropriate number of times. Leaf and Leia, Leaf and Rhea are kind of having a split, and she's not taking it so good, and she needs people to cheer up.
Okay. Define how is not taking it good. She'll say, kind of
may not have
flopping
left her
from side to
house
side.
since it happened.
Okay. And Have you been leaving her on her own?
No. No, I've been visiting, and Felix has been staying with her.
Okay. And
But I mean, you remember she was in really rough shape before they got together?
I remember what happened to Freya.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like picking up where she left off. So, not in the best shape.
Okay. Just click our fingers a few times. Then we're gonna need like okay. Okay. No, she'll just nod, like as if yes, I know what to do now.
Blink.
How bad has this been?
Well, bad enough that I haven't been able to shake her out of it while I've been over there. She's just kind of been stuck in stasis on the whole thing. And it's not pretty. Needs a chance to get out of her own head.
Okay.
So I plan to invade.
Wait, what?
Mostly music and booze. And girls.
Girls. What?
Yes.
So she's
You
like
don't.
Neri?
What?
That's usually how you cheer up Neri is booze, girls,
Not.
and
Nope.
music.
Not the same way as Harry. No. Just
Like
I would say
I'm all for
girlfriends,
helping,
but no.
I'm all
Like
for helping, but like if you're
no.
bringing me into an orgy, no.
No, not an orgy. Jesus, no. Like, as in just playing around with the girls. People you can talk to.
Cora tries not to cringe. It's the
Jesus.
phrasing. She's
There's no way to make
smiling
this
when
not
you-
sound bad when even girlfriends is weird, okay? There is no good phrasing. I've given up.
Okay, so essentially you want movies and a chance for her to have something, some people to open up to that she trusts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She just nods. See how much that better sounds than starts giggling, playing
Grin.
around with the girls.
I said palling, not playing.
Playing. You said playing.
I said
You said
palling.
playing.
I
You said
definitely said
playing.
palling. Look, I
Playing.
can't help it that you couldn't hear it through like half a foot of hair and beanie. There's a lot of beanie going on.
You said playing.
I said palling. I'm sticking to this. I will die on this hill. Like, fucking stomps her little feet, like, takes a stance. I will die on this hill.
You said playing. That's what you
I did
did.
not. Okay. Well, you may have heard playing. I meant to say palling. That may not be what came out of my mouth, but Jesus. No, none of that. That's weird. We're not doing that.
We should probably bring something other than alcohol because alcohol is a depressant.
Point.
We could get high.
Does brow quirk?
Oh yeah, no. I did. Holds up a finger. Come on. Starts walking.
She like starts walking. Charlotte glances back over her shoulder, kind of flails over at the window.
Maria's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It is literally that expression comes from the window.
She just kind of makes the come on gesture. I don't know what else to do.
Just Maria's just grumbles. You can actually see, fucking visibly see her going like,
It's Maria. It's okay.
and yeah, starts walking along.
And she'll even pull out her phone and finally just shoot Maria a quick text. It's like, if you don't want to follow along, we could just meet you there. I'll let you know when we're heading over.
She just sends the angriest self. Fine, you know what I mean? And yeah, they start. Cora starts walking to public housing.
She just like messaged Maria, we are acquiring the not booze part of this, I think. And yeah, just toddles after Cora because fuck it.
Walks into public housing. Is walking down the hallway. What are you doing, bud?
I mean, I guess she's following up to a certain point.
Just walks into one of the rooms. Turns and looks. Wait, right there.
Yeah, she just pauses in the hall. She's not gonna follow her into the room.
Because you are an Adrian, and you are the equivalent of the fun police. Raya. She closes the door.
I don't think fun
There's
police
like a few
applies
like
to...
you can hear like, is that fucking an Adrian? Cora's like, yes. Give me the weed. Fine.
She's just out in the hall like, fun police don't police pot.
Comes back out. You can see one of basically it is that's Ragnar just grumbling. As Cora comes back out and she puts whatever it is in her bag. You can hear the clinking of bottles as well.
Since when did Philodoxus police pot?
You're the fun police.
Frowny face.
Don't even deny it. You're the fun police.
I am the fun police. Just
Yep.
hangs head.
Looks like she's walking towards the washroom.
She will not chase her in. What? Okay. It follows.
Opens one of the washers, takes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onesies.
What are they?
Onesies.
Oh. Blinks. She wasn't sure what she expected her to produce from the dryer, but it was not onesies.
Starts stacking them on top of Charlotte.
Yeah, she just puts the arms out. Autopilot. Where did these come from?
They're mine.
Oh.
I bought them for people, if that's a problem. She just gets a sassy the hip wiggle.
Oh, well, picks her nose up. No, I can't even think of a way to police onesies. Not gonna lie to you.
Good. Because we will literally be
Because what?
We'll literally be not friends anymore if you do that.
Oh.
Like, I would just flat not talk to you ever again.
No, I am not the onesie police.
Good. All right, well, you got gestures. Lead me on. To fiddle with the girls.
Oh, I said to pal. Okay, palling. It's totally different. Fiddling makes it sound horrible. That's actually way worse than even playing. Why would you say fiddling?
I'm in a pack with 2 Fianna.
Yeah, that checks out. Okay. And yeah, she will kind of fold the onesies over the arm, and then kind of.
You can see one of the onesies has Swagnar stitched into it.
Oh no! She just tucks them up under her jacket so they don't get snowed on. And yeah, starts trudging out, and messages Maria, and just kind of goes, "I'm en route."
Maria sends the angriest selfie of her in the snow outside of Freya's house. The angriest selfie. Just repeated zoom-ins to her face.
Literally just holding the camera closer and closer.
Yep.
And there's like a pause. And as she'll probably start snickering. And, if Cora wants to look over, she isn't going to hide it. And just replies back, well, you can't go in looking like that. Jesus.
Don't fucking get here.
And yeah, as she's trudging over, we'll warn Felix. And just send a message that says, the ladies are invading.
He just replies with literally jumping out the window gif.
Jumping out the window gif. That's right there. Oh, God. And yeah, she will try, catch up with Maria, who is apparently just waiting in the fucking snow.
She's just there, arms folded, staring at you.
Kill me, Smalls. What is that? Jeez.
Took your fucking time.
We had to go get the weed in the onesies, obviously.
Well, hurry the onesies.
Yep. Trots up the stairs.
Kind of watches Cora trots up behind her, and she's like, "Oh Christ, onesies!" You hear her boots go dunk, dunk, in.
And yeah, she does the same thing, taps her boots off first to make sure the snow's off of them for the most part, and then does like the knock knock on her because it's just the courtesy knock.
And fucking Felix opens the door. Hi, Charlotte. Bye, Charlotte. Walks in like, hey, I'm just going to this. I'll just keep walking.
Just go into the place with the stuff.
Yeah, stuff with the fangs.
Mm-hmm.
Replies.
And yeah, she should go ahead and head on in. Keep the door open for the ladies.
Yeah, the Huey and Dewey walk in. Actually, to make my life easier.
Yeah, just there you go, buddy. You ain't doing. God damn it. That's okay. This is about to be some DuckTales level shit.
Walk in.
Ta-da! Then yeah, she'll pop off the boots, poke her head around into the living room.
Freya's not there. She's not in the living room. You reckon she's probably upstairs?
She
Two
will
kind of stick
proceed.
their heads in at the same time, like boom, boom.
Yeah, everyone like pokes their heads around. Okay. Charlotte pulls out the onesies, holds them out, assumes that Cora's gonna grab whichever one is usually hers.
Yeah. She grabs the fucking. She grabs the fucking cat one. Starts to put it on. Hands them over to Maria, and Maria asks, "Does Bones wear one?" And she goes, "Yeah. Which one? Which one is his?" Points. Hands it back. Cora just does the zoom in stare, like, really? You know what I mean?
This is Charlotte just like, you know what? Fuck it. We can tackle that one later. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure she's even paying attention. She just snags one that looks roughly the right height. Probably won't realize what it is till she puts it on.
You're wearing the Swagnar one.
What is it? I'm scared.
It's the Swagnar one is a fucking lion because it's swaggy. Yep.
Yep. Charlotte just, with the doors shut and everything, make sure she's not in line of sight of the windows, and yeah, just fucking puts on the onesie. That's what I call an intervention.
We're not going to ambush her in there, are we? Maria says.
I mean, wouldn't it make you laugh if 3 people just showed up with onesies?
I probably shit myself, to be honest. And Cora just nod like, yeah, no, I would have.
Ruin my fun.
Cora's like, maybe you go up?
Yeah, she flicks the hood down.
What we do is you bring her downstairs.
Well, yeah.
And we'll go and set up everything here. And then we jump out.
And Charlotte will scoop up the leftover onesies. And, give it a nod and go ahead and try up the stairs. Yeah?
Yeah?
Oh, good. You're awake. This would have been really anticlimactic otherwise. Try it up the stairs.
You'll find Freya, like, literally in her room. She's lying down pretty, like, just, yeah, you're like, oh, you know what I mean? She's kind of just flop down. There's TV on in the background. It's kind of, like, it's on, but I'm not really watching it type vibe.
Yeah, I wanted something to make noise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She proceeds to come up, strike a pose in the doorway.
It's a nice onesie.
It is. It's not even mine.
She
This.
nods.
Damn it. Finally comes in and
Just
proceeds to hold the
nod.
hand out. This is an intervention. Come on.
What?
Come on, pick a onesie.
Okay. She extends her hands and puts on what looks to be a fucking, let's say, type of animal would Freya pick. She will, she pauses and reaches and she will pick. I think. Oh, I know. She picks the Tigger one.
Not even a tiger, a Tigger one.
Yeah, because she recognizes Winnie the fucking Pooh.
It's a grin.
Slowly slides down. Although she's a bit awkward. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Charlotte will be polite
Because-
enough to turn around because scars and whatnot.
Oh, look, you get to see. You get to see.
Oh,
Freya doesn't tell you to leave because at this point, you're marrying her brother. You know what I mean? You're kind of part of the family at this point.
Yep.
And she's in a bra and shit. Oh, Jesus. Do you know what I mean?
How bad is the rest
That's
of
all
her
I'm going to say
body?
in terms of. There are scarring, definite scarring along her hips, along the kind of point of the hip bone, up the kind of side. There is 3 little claw marks that are along her back that have someone delicately pulled them down. You know what I mean? Everything is very neat and delicate. Very much similar to Felix's, except, well, it's kind of, you don't know the connotations of what happened. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of leaves it more to the imagination of anything. This could be anything,
Yep.
And then on her legs are definitely from what you can tell is that leg has been broken probably and then fixed, but it just looks oddly, the other way when a bone is kind of oddly distorted because of a break. It's kind of that vibe.
No.
Like the leg works fine, but it looks like it's been broken and reset. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, Freya.
Like Felix is bad as well. You know what I mean? You can tell the only violent looking scarring is the one on her face.
Yeah. Charlotte will stand by. Stand by to stand by. Until she is all zipped up.
Zips up slowly, wincing.
Wincing.
Yeah, you noticed. You reckon probably because of the damage that was done to her. Sometimes they're a bit stiff, particularly in the cold weather.
Yeah. Just very.
If you've ever noticed that about significant muscle damage,
Yeah.
you can get a bit stiff in the cold weather.
Yep. She will try to keep it light and just flick up the lion hood. Just psh. Perfect.
Can you give me a hand, please?
Mm-hmm.
I need you to there's ointment cream in the drawer. She unzips.
Yep.
I need you to just around this leg, please.
Gotcha. And yeah, she
Just,
will root through the appropriate drawer.
She just takes a breath. Be gentle, please.
I
When I tell
gotcha.
you to stop, just stop because it's nothing serious. It's just it gets a bit sore. The leg is fine. It's just there was muscle tear.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Yeah, she will flick open the appropriate drawer. Hold up what seems like the appropriate bottle or tube or jar or whatever it is. Like, just to make sure she's got the right one. Very serious, questioning glance under this ridiculous lion hood.
Yeah, you can tell it is like that. That kind of deep heat type thing. If you know what deep heat is.
I
Um,
don't.
it is basically muscle cream. You spray it and then rub it in essentially, and it loosens out the muscles. Essentially, it's very common in sports injuries.
I'm going to assume it's something like Tiger Balm.
Yeah, we call it deep heat here.
Okay,
So
sweet.
it's very similar to Tiger Balm.
Yeah, that would explain why it would. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she will snag it and we'll hunker down and do just that. Just very, carefully, very respectfully, and very gingerly make sure that she gets it in the appropriate area. And anytime Freya even starts to mumble at her to stop, we'll just pull her hands back.
No, Freya doesn't. She closes her eyes and she'll just say, "The cruciate ligament was ripped, so leg needed some time to heal. That's why I couldn't move for a long time."
Jesus.
Yeah, it's better. It's just Lena was telling me that it is sometimes better to let the ligaments heal naturally than just pop it with a guy's breath because, well, it's closes her eyes again because you can tell it is painful. You can feel how tight you can actually feel how tight the muscle is. It's
Yeah.
better for the psyche, she said.
For the what?
Psyche.
She was probably right.
It's just sore. That's all.
And yeah, once she's kind of got it in the skin, we'll kind of gently do like the, that stroking, kneading motion to try to kind of coax some of the tension out of the muscle.
Oh yeah, you can.
Very.
Yeah, definitely. You feel it. Like you feel how stiff and tight. Yeah.
Yeah, Charlotte's not an expert, but even she can tell that is fucking rock solid and shouldn't be. So yeah, she will very gently try to coax it into loosening up a little bit. She's no masseuse, but enough careful rubbing and coaxing should get it to at least let go a little bit.
Then Hannah and Mark healed most of the rips. She just says it, closes her eyes and takes a breath. But they advised that some of the other damaged muscle be healed naturally because it can be. So I would feel stronger again.
I hope you do. You should.
In the drawer, there's also ointment cream.
Mhm.
I will need you to put this on my face.
Gotcha.
Felix normally does most of this.
I don't mind.
She just nods. Seems to relax a bit more when you finally get that last nod out. She's like, "Oh, you know what I mean?"
She can finally fucking move, and yeah. With that, especially with the pretty blatant external reaction, it's like, oh, okay. This is good, and kind of caps up the first cream and goes to return it to the drawer and fishes around till she finds the ointment. And yeah, we'll just come sit next to her on the bed. Let her pull her own hair back unless she, just leaves it
She
there.
does very slowly, very delicately. You know what I mean? She even takes a tissue and kind of gently probes the side of her face. You can see there's little white bits of liquid off it as well. You can probably say she puts ointment on it before she puts her hair over it, if you get me. So there's not a lot. You know what I mean? It's that type of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And she will stare, and again, the scar Charlotte is. Oh, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not as fleshy as it was. It's definitely turning into it. The scar tissue is healed over. It's just Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? It's just very. It's so violent.
Yeah, especially compared to the others. And she does. She doesn't pull a face on it. She just, much like she's done before when she had to help her with her makeup, just, focuses on what she's doing and Doesn't make faces, doesn't make a big ordeal out of it, just very delicately takes the ointment and carefully applies it.
She just nods as it's happening. Says kind of like in that kind of mumbly tone because she's trying to keep her mouth closed, one side of her mouth closed, if you get me.
Mm-hmm.
So what's this intervention that's happening? Has Lily done something wrong?
No. No. Just brought Maria and Cora over.
Oh. It's nice.
Yeah. Give you an excuse to come on out of your room and hang out. We brought movies. We
Okay.
brought. Cora brought some weed.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. No, we're just here for you.
Okay.
And once she's carefully applied it to all the little striations, even the places where it seems like there's nothing more than a little bit of discoloration left at the very ends. She'll very carefully swipe off the excess, lid the little pot of ointment, give a firm nod. Good.
You just see watch Fred gently tuck down the side of her hair again, just very gently, very gingerly.
And she'll lean over to stick the ointment in the drawer. So come on, night in with the girls.
Okay. She stands up very slowly. She's in her bare, like, you can see she's in her bare feet.
I mean, once she's putting on the onesie, yeah, even Charlotte's barefooted at this point. Then, admittedly, she'll offer the hand when Freya goes to get up, but if she doesn't want it, well,
Oh no, she doesn't take the hand, she gets up on her own. You can see it very grimly determined to get up on her own.
yeah. No, once she sees it and decides not to take it, she just drops it. And yeah, we'll proceed her out, kind of glancing back to make sure she's good. And start puttering down the stairs.
Yeah, she follows. She just seems tired. You know what I mean? That's the vibe you get. She seems tired. But she's, willing to participate. She just seems very sluggish and tired. You know what I mean?
It is. I mean, it's a pretty characteristic symptom of, well, depression among other things. So hopefully being around someone high energy will help, or maybe that will just be a lazy night in. Who knows? But either way, she will flick the hood back up and totter down the stairs.
Yeah, and the girls have set up like they obviously found a mattress and laid it out. It's interwoven with blankets and pillows. There is pop. You can hear actually the microwave on. You assuming popcorn is definitely what you can assume. The beer is laid out. You can see Cora rolling up. Maria's there waving at Maria enthusiastically. Freya does a little finger wave. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, you know what I mean?
And Charlotte will come down and immediately proceed to just fucking go flat horizontal, kind of dramatically on top of the mattress and blankets. Just dunk. There we go. Nice job. Jesus. Where did we shove a spare mattress? Like, as she realizes that this is not just blankets.
Freya will just say,
Sorry, that what?
oh, that's been there a while.
Oh. Okay. Tries not to unpackage that too much. Does not want to unpack that statement.
That's been there since, like, I think Dad used to have that when his pack would crash over.
Where was it? Shoved under the couch?
We usually Maria will nod, and Freya will just turn. We can there's like a fold out laundry place there. You just take it out and bring it downstairs.
Oh. I had no idea. Just how much attention I paid. Kind of rubs the back of her, well, hood.
I mean, you didn't stay on the mattress that often. You were usually in Felix's room. She'll smirk as she sits down.
It's a vague grin. Yeah, true.
Or you're with Juno usually.
Yeah, it's just goes to show how much attention I pay when I didn't notice a mattress stowed in the house.
She just flops on it. Because has a little smile as she's running her fingers on it.
And she'll look over and, catch it. Do a vague grin back. You guys split up for sleepovers too?
When we were younger, yeah. Nisha used to sneak in and I used to sneak it over. We'd sleep outside.
Yeah, she's just gonna smile at it. She's not gonna make this sad.
It was too big for him anyway. His feet used to stick out at the bottom. His up to his thigh nearly. Maria totally is not laughing because, well, you remember Rides, he was gigantic.
Yeah, it's just funny because there's that moment because I think she's heard the name because Freya's used it before, but it takes her a second and there's even more of kind of a snicker because let's face it, yeah, Rides was massive. Jesus. And he made it look like a doll's bed or something. One of those little kids' beds. Finally hoists herself up into a sit.
And yeah, the Coral pass one over to Maria. Maria lights it and beers get passed out and like you hear the ding, and a big massive bowl of popcorn just gets plonked down.
Yeah, Charlotte will even. Dare I ask? I imagine Maria brought over movies.
Yes, they are the most. Okay, I'll Love Actually, Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging. Fucking what else is there? Fucking what other derpy romantic comedy movies are we looking at? Let me think. Wedding Crashers is there. Fucking 500 Days of Summer is there.
Oh
The
no.
Notebook. The Notebook. The time. What was it? What's it called again? There's just any type of either romantic comedy or those cheesy romantic movies. The real.
Oh Jesus.
Even Frey just looks at it and she lifts up like, that's it, the time traveler's wife. And she looks at, really, Maria? She's like, I like it. Sad. Ugh.
Oh God, because yeah, Maria would want to watch something that would just make her bawl. Jesus Christ.
Plus, it's got Eric Bana and he's gorgeous.
Okay, fair. Yeah, she like roots through and glances over at whatever DVDs there are in house and kind of looks over Freya's like, lady's choice.
Cora points at Love Actually.
I feel
She
bad
leans
because
in.
out of character, I haven't seen any of these.
Love Actually is a British romantic comedy set around Christmas time, and she'll lean in. It has actually got some of these face claims in it, ironically. It has got the Alpha and Lena in it. But she'll point and go, "That's Lena's favorite movie."
What, really?
Well, according to Sky Ripper.
He'd know. Grinning,
Not.
snags a handful of popcorn.
There is also she will point at 50 First Dates. That's pretty funny.
Alright, that one is pretty funny. Nothing like accelerating antics. She will glance over to Freya to see if she's lingering over anything.
No, she just kind of just nods idly, like, yeah, that seems nice. She's taking a sip from one of the when she gets past the beer, she'll crack it open and we'll take a swig of it. She's again, it's like I'm committing but not really committing to what you guys pick. You know what I mean?
Charlotte finally just kind of holds her hands up because let's face it, she's not that committed to what movie it is so much as the fact that Freya has some fun watching it. She's fully prepared to throw popcorn at the screen if necessary, and then have to pick it up later. She will let Maria and Cora duke it out. She just will not watch the however many days of summer again. That was fucking depressing. She will like straight just push that off into the veto pile, like nope.
But yeah, no, they'll put that on. Sit down. Again, it's a funny movie. They actually laugh. Even Freya gets a bit of a tiny bit of a chuckle at Adam Sandler. You know.
Yeah, I mean, she is just committed to flopping around, making sure Freya gets some of the smokes in addition to just the beer, because no, ma'am. And yeah, just having a fucking laugh, having a good time. She will probably snigger at a number of the antics just because, let's face it, some of the guys on Sept are extra enough for exactly this shit.
And are you doing anything, saying anything? Are you doing anything particular? But
let me, because I don't know if I want to chase it in this moment or not. How's Freya doing overall?
Your opinion.
I will. Because she's like, ooh, romantic movies. Ooh. This seems like a trap. It is depending a good number of successes or just a decent number of successes. It's either 4 or 6.
That's 6.
Hot shit.
Good. It's a comedy movie. It's not as you get what I mean. It's a comedy movie, so she can ignore the romantic elements of it. Because honestly, it's fun. I mean, it's not a fucking Sandler movie.
This is
you don't have to read into the intricacies and all that. So she's not too bad. Again, she's just a bit more waifish, if you get where I'm going with it. That's the type of vibe that she has. She's just sitting there taking a drink. She'll accept a drink. She'll accept any weed or anything like that that's passed off to her. But she just seems to wander off and very gaze offwards. And she's enjoying the company. It's just she kind of doesn't know what to do with it, if you get me.
I mean, especially if she keeps doing kind of like the drifting gaze, like just kind of zoning out on them. Let's be honest, Maria has actually known her longer and done more wackadoo shit with her, so eventually that she will, during a part of the movie or whatever have you, kind of glance over to Maria and Corker Brown, like glance over to Freya, like, what do I, like, how do we re-engage?
Real. Has, she whisper, has Felix been giving her anything?
A bit of a brow quirk.
She'll stand up. I'm going out for a cigarette. Cora give her a look like, you can smoke in here. And she'll turn and give Cora a look, I'm going for a cigarette. And Cora's like, oh, do you know what I mean?
I'm going for a cigarette.
Kind of walks, to the back door, essentially.
Yep. Beat her to it.
To be fair, she actually does pull out a cigarette, to be fair to her. You know what I mean? Keep up the masquerade. Just sort of drag. When I was, before I was a girl, that, rubs her head awkwardly. But I had a bad period,
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that or not.
A little bit.
Well, my dad and my mom were really worried, so... And, they actually took me to a proper human person, and I got given meds to kind of regulate it,
Yeah.
Is she on any of that type of stuff, like antidepressants?
Good question.
That stuff can wig you out.
And yeah,
I can't take it anymore because certain Fianna things, and to be honest, I don't want to fuck it with my head.
Not like you the way you are anyways. Reaches up and like ruffles the fucking hood flicked up over her head, grinning, and pulls the phone out. And yeah, just quickly texts Felix asking, like, is she on a mood stabilizer or something?
He'll reply. She had some Xanax that she got. He even says that she was recommended, not illegally, he will underline, you know what I mean? By runs. And so she probably took one of them.
And yeah, when she finally has the answer, we'll look up to Maria and be like, Xanax.
You can see her brows knit, you know what I mean? It makes that scrunchy face. Okay.
So
Probably
yeah,
the alcohol's
Felix...
not going to help, or the weed. She's probably feeling like a rock star probably right about now, so that's fine.
I mean, as long as it feels okay. I don't know.
She'd just be a bit out of it. From my understanding, Freya was a regular at that sort of stuff anyway, and she was the party girl. The problem is that can also develop as a dependency.
Right.
So we need to have a careful balance. Well, we have booze and we can get drunk. But maybe actually get her up and moving could be a good thing.
Just think up and moving.
We have a whole house to ourselves. Takes the hood down because it's just you can tell it's annoying her. You know what I mean? We literally have a whole house to ourselves.
I mean, I haven't had a proper night in with people since we were kids. Not gonna lie.
We have a whole house to ourselves, and we've got booze, and we've got this. We could literally crank the music up and dance like a fucking bunch of fucking muppets for the whole night. Important distinction you're going to want for Freya is that she was doing it with us, and not because she was just getting high to do it. You get me?
Yeah.
So, get her happy, get her talking, engage her. And who knows, she might open up eventually. You just gotta prod it.
It's finally again. She finally flicks the hood off herself and kind of gives the back of her head a rub. Kind of wish I'd spent more time hanging out with her.
Well, now's the perfect time to try and do that. After all, this sort of states often opens up friendships. If I remember correctly, you can be your best friend when you're this out of your mind.
All right. All right.
Yep.
Got it.
Just gotta be careful to plan on that song and don't make it too fucking obvious what you're doing. Then she'll feel pressured.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I am gonna go break the seal, and we get this shit going. And yeah, she will fucking toddle off as her player toddles off real fast. Give me just 1 second. I'm sorry. All right. Apologies. Again. Yeah, Shirley will make a run to the ladies' room and then come a toddling back in, flopping back down, fucking outrageously, just dunk on the mattress again.
And yeah, no, Fred, Maria said, go and fucking finish your cigarette. You can actually see her doing it. Is drinking, and you can see her having a brief conversation with Freya. You know what I mean? Actually, they do put this movie on. They put on Matilda. Please tell me you know that.
Matilda?
Yes.
I know what Matilda is.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, they put on Matilda.
I'm awful, but I'm not quite that awful. I used to love that book in elementary school.
But they put on the movie, and Cora is like a fucking balloon. Do you know what I mean? Even Maria gets a bit lighter because Matilda's a very happy movie.
It is a very silly, very happy movie.
And this song comes on, besides that.
Oh, God.
Yep.
And yeah, Cheryl will slightly modify her prior habit of, making sure that, like, she was worried, as Cora pointed out, with Beer being at a present, was making sure she got handed the joint reasonably frequently before, but is at this point not. And just kind of keeping an eye to make sure Freya's still at least a little there. But yeah, she'll hop up when they're putting the music.
Freya's off. I'm not gonna lie, Freya's off her tits. You can see it. She's just, oh, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, do you know what I mean? You know that kind of dopey expression, essentially.
She like lean over grinning. Still with us, buddy? Can you taste colors?
What?
Look like you're out of it.
She kind of blinks and opens her eyes, and she seems a lot slower to respond. Yeah. That's what she says. Just, yeah.
Are you taste colors out of it? Grinning.
Can you taste colors?
I don't know. I've heard you can if you get high enough. I haven't gotten it hold any shit that good though.
That's huh. Just not like mystified. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay.
Glaze over. What's Cora been up to? Besides
Cora is
bouncing around like a
watching.
crazy person.
Cora has been drinking. She's been. You saw her chat to Freya, but she's been drinking, enjoying herself, and she just seems to be going around putting on different forms of music in the background as well. You can tell it's kind of evolving now to music. And again, you notice Cora's again. She's getting high with the rest of you guys. She's getting drunk with the rest of you guys, but she's almost trying to rouse the room by playing different music, by turning it up, like, oh, this, you know what I mean, and getting excited. You should. It's almost like she's being the barometer for when people should be getting happier. And even Maria's like, oh yeah, no, I love this movie. You know what I mean? It's the facilitator, if you get me.
She's being fucking smooth as shit, is what she's doing.
She's being her Black Fury self.
Charlotte is appreciating Cora in this fucking moment. Does Freya have any balance at all when people are getting up and dancing?
She is not getting up. She is just staring off. She just stares at them. Essentially, have you ever seen a cat when you come up too close to it and it goes, ugh? You know what I mean? That's essentially Freya.
Oh my god.
Makes that like alarmed cat face that they all make. They're like, ooh.
I don't know what to do with her. I'm not gonna lie, I've never had a friend that fucking high. She will just facilitate her with like popcorn and honestly probably something besides beer while she is out of it enough to not know.
She eats it incredibly slow, you know, that slow chewing, like.
Oh my god. I've seen
to look
funny.
over. It's pretty good.
Yeah? That movie butter popcorn. It's like cholesterol in a bag. Fucking delicious.
Yeah. Cholesterol. She blinks. Again, even the blinking is slow. And she just gives a big derpy smile, like, hey. Do you know what I mean? Staring up at the ceiling. Like, yeah.
And honestly, at least while this is going on, she will do her best to keep Freya kind of prompted and engaged, but she is not going to be getting much in the way of conversation out of Freya.
So what are you doing?
Oh my god!
What are you trying to do? What are you doing?
Honestly, probably chatter with Maria, chatter with Cora, do the dancing. You know, keep it happy and keep it light. But you know, periodically comment over or like pause, delete over, make sure Freya's still even remotely with it. Kind of, you know, make sure she catches some of the comments, at least until she starts coming out of it again.
Still passing around all this weed and stuff. Yeah, no. But eventually,
she is skipping Freya with that shit at this point, and has relocated the beer and probably put something like, I don't know, fucking tea or soda or whatever, where she can reach it instead, so she can kind of start coming down a little.
Cora is chatting away about various things. You know what I mean? Eventually Freya will chime in, but oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
No?
She said just blinks. She turns to Charlotte. Hi.
Hi. What's up?
You we don't talk much, do we?
No, I guess we don't.
We don't talk much, do we?
Nah, not as much as we should. Kind of grins.
No. I got the feeling that you didn't like me when I first met you.
A thoughtful little frown.
Mainly because of your face.
My face?
You-
What did I do with my
you look-
face?
You looked really confused, and then really more confused, and then I don't know. You just look confused. So I figured she doesn't like me.
Oh. No, I'm really easily confused. That's not bad.
I know. She pats your cheek. Well, I mean, I say pat, but it's more like I
Don't.
touch this. You know what I mean? Not with any aggression. It's very slow.
Well, I never didn't like you. That'd be awful.
Oh, I just figure you didn't, cause I don't know. You're hanging around with my sister all the time, and my sister.
Oh, it cut off. Still with me, buddy? Oh, you're still there. Your sound just cut. Or my sound just cut. Torna. It broke. Which is weird because you're still there. Oh.
There we go. I can hear you. Cut out for some reason.
Yeah, that was
I think
nuts.
my headset was being awkward. It was really weird. Would you be like I just figured you don't like girls like me, so. And Junebug June is, well, Juno, so.
She is? Definitely.
Because, like, people didn't like us because we were Juno's brother and sister, and Juno, wasn't very good at making friends. So I figured you didn't like me. But she rubs her face again. After you started Team Felix, I I don't know. Just figured you were cool, I guess.
Glad I was cool. I
Well,
didn't
yeah,
dislike you. I just didn't know how to talk to you.
yeah. Most people don't know how to talk to me since, you know.
I wasn't like that. I just didn't get to hang out with the super pretty popular girls when I was little, so I still don't know how to talk to them.
I'm not one of them anymore, though.
I think so.
No, no, most of them don't really hang out with me anymore. I think everybody's kind of too awkward. I mean, I'm too awkward too, most of the time.
We're all awkward messes.
It's not even nice. I think they don't know what to say.
At least they care enough to worry they might say the wrong thing.
Oh no, they don't care. No,
What?
they don't give a shit. I mean, where's Corey been? She hasn't visited me once since.
Kind of a scrunch of an expression.
It's not that she's bad. It's more people call that, but then once you're scared, you don't really have to think about it. You know what I mean? They've said their good thing for the day. You know?
Nose wrinkle.
I mean, people do it all the time. I don't not like them for it, if you get me.
Yeah, I think I get you.
Just can be a bit depressing. That's all.
Yeah, it would be.
But I'm like, I'm not angry at people. You know?
Well, no.
It just takes its toll some days. You know?
Yeah, it would. I'm sorry if I was ever like that.
I thought you were when I first met you. But when you helped Felix, so it improved my mood on you.
There's a quirk of a grin.
Since well, you know, Felix is Felix. She'll smile.
Yeah, he is. There's nothing for it. He's just Felix.
Don't don't break his heart, all right?
I'm pretty dead set on not doing it.
Just just don't.
I won't.
It's not his he thinks he's a Billy Badass, but
He does.
he's she kind of scrunches uncomfortably. You know, again, she but is a lot more willing to kind of flop and look over at you again. He blames himself a lot for what happened.
Yeah. Just wish I knew I could say that would just kind of make him see that there's No way he can blame himself. It's not that easy.
He tries.
Yeah. No. I try. And in a pinch, I
Not.
just try to make sure he's not thinking about all that. He did more than most people could have done. I wish you could see that.
Yeah. Well, at least you guys have that.
I'm glad he did. He got you out. Reaches over and, tries to give, it's just the touch the hand type thing, because at this point, if she's still kind of zoning, she doesn't need to like grasp the hand. It might get kind of weird. So just touches it.
Well, I'm just tired. I guess it's been fun and all, It's just hard.
You want to talk about it? You don't have to, but would it help?
I can't do what I normally do when and I just looks over. I yelled at him because it's in my head, Taps.
What is?
The whole them.
Yeah.
And they he's under pressure. And there are some things that I know that's going on that he's not telling me. And I know it's related to people from up north and the way they are, and he said he needed time to make sure that we were safe and that we might not be able to see each other. And all I could hear was that voice prodding, poking, as she just closes her eyes. Doesn't finish the sentence.
And you know what? If she seems, I'm assuming it's kind of that closing her eyes like she's hearing it again, almost, kind of like she did the first night.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte just kind of casts around because she's laying on a butt ton of blankets and sheets and stuff, and picks up one of the sheets and just no explanation at all, just picks it up and drapes it over in front of the TV because it's a reflective surface when it's off.
She just opens it again. She did it because I was beautiful. And I had to be reminded that beauty is like a cracked mirror. No matter how many times you try and replace it, it'll never be the same again. So they cracked it.
Okay. She just calmly sits down in front of her again. Kind of delicately tries to see if she can, like, pick up one of her hands. If she, pulls back from it, she'll...
She actually gets visibly uncomfortable when you touch her hands.
She just pulls
Visibly.
her hand back. Okay, but you're a lot more than just a pretty face.
It's not about the pretty face. It's not just that. Beauty isn't just a pretty face. You know?
Yeah.
I just can't. I just don't feel normal anymore.
I know that and she actually stops and kind of lets out her breath and thinks properly about it. I know that they want you to feel broken and to believe that they've cracked you. But what it's worth, she kind of leans down to try to, catch her eye, not touching, very pointedly keeping a certain amount of, like, not even reaching, not even anything, just kind of keeping her hands on her knees where they're visible. I don't think of you as broken. I don't see you like that. And I think they severely underestimated you in that. They can do a lot of horrible things, but you're still Freya.
Yeah. Well, still Freya just messed up everything.
Can I ask what you said?
I've said some nasty shit. I said he was no better than Marcel. Because Marcel ran out on her like he was running out on me. I thought.
I mean, I'm sure it felt that way. hurting.
So they might as well beat me just to make it all official.
Yeah.
Then I could hear her voice going, and look how he hates you. Like they all will.
I don't think he hates you. And there's nothing you could say that would make me or Felix or Lena or any of us hate you. Sometimes people just say things when they're hurting. Lord knows I've said some awful things.
Yeah. Suppose they all just don't want to look at me anyway. I'm not strong.
What do you mean?
She'll look over. I'm not like my father, my aunt. I'm just a scarred, crippled kinfolk whose main use in the nation has been stripped away from her.
No? Chloe, you're not your father. And you're not Lena. You're not any of them. And your use to the nation. She just kind of shrugs. That's one. Not how any of us see kinfolk. She kind of glances around to the other two to like get the little nod going.
Oh yeah, they know. They could give us they've been chatting, but they catch some of it. And they give a supportive smile.
And anyone who'd call you weak after everything you had to survive obviously has no fucking idea what they're talking about and has never been through anything like that. You're still here. You've still pulled yourself together and gone out and lived. And honestly, it's practically spitting in their faces after what they did.
Yeah. Well, rubs her hair awkwardly.
And she kind of glances over. Hey, Maria, do you have your purse?
She nods and extends it over.
Please tell me that Maria's the kind of person who has like bits of makeup, including some like flashy, silly shit in there, just on the off chance she wants to use it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you something, and it's probably going to seem kind of silly, but it's what I think of. And she, we'll dig through until she finds some gold makeup, and hold it in her hand and open her phone, and pull up. Let me see if I can quickly snag you a picture. Have you ever heard of Kintsugi?
What's that?
Okay. So it's a belief that when people think, kind of like you do, that they've been broken, there's this whole belief that it's those things that make you who you are. They kind of define you. They make you real and they make you beautiful. And she pulls up, I'll just link one of the images. So it's this whole art form where they take things that people think are broken and would throw out and they put them back together and they don't try to hide the cracks and the breaks. They pick them out, they make them shine because they feel like now, instead of being just a bowl or just a vase or just a cup or a plate, now it's distinct and now it's its own and it stands out from all the others. And she, tips her phone around and shows her the pictures, like flicks through a couple. So, yeah, some people might not know what they're looking at, and it's really easy to fixate on the idea that something's broken, but this is what I mean when I say I don't see you as weak. I think this makes you that much stronger. I admire the fact that you can pull yourself up after all this has happened, that you can live. I think it's amazing. I think you're a lot stronger than I am. I think you're a lot stronger than a lot of people are. And if you want, I can try to back that with a roll, good sir.
She kind of just stares at you oddly.
I promise I'm not blowing smoke.
You really mean that?
Absolutely. I've had these massive breakdowns over so many things that I can look back and say were comparatively so much smaller, so much easier to put back together, so much easier to fix, or just not that important to start with. And the fact that it takes something this big to make you even stumble, but that you can keep going. I mean, no, I mean it. This is she even like kind of she doesn't mean to, it's just kind of an emphasis thing, kind of gives the phone a little bit of a shake almost to kind of draw attention, like this is what I think of. You're not weak, you're amazing.
Just nods awkwardly, like, oh. It's more like she's not used to it. You know what I mean? It's like she's trying to accept it herself. You know?
I mean, hell, at that point, she'll even like to hold up the little bit of gold, like whatever it is, whether it's a little bit of eyeshadow or eyeliner or whatever it is, and be like, I really do. It's not something you need to hide. It's not something you need to be ashamed of. That is something you lived through, and that's amazing. What is it that your family always says about enduring? You
Yeah.
have.
It's just bites her lip. I really wanted to do my duty to the nation. Blushes a bit.
There's a faint smile. Yeah.
And I can't. There's only so much being strong before it climbs on top of you again. That's all.
I mean,
And I don't know how to tell him that. But I can't give him what his cousin had, which is, well, you were there rooting for.
Yeah.
That's life. I'm just, you know. So I yelled at him. He, being him, took it as he thought that I was because of the orcs and Intrimid's intentions.
It's a lot harder things to fix than a misunderstanding.
Can you help with that?
If you let me.
I wouldn't have asked.
Happily.
Tell him that if he doesn't come back here, I'll understand. I won't hold a grudge against him. Because I know what he wants. I know what you and Felix want. I know what I wanted.
Alright.
Don't judge him if he doesn't come back.
Okay.
Nods and just, she just gets up and goes into the bathroom. Just starts trotting off.
Then yeah, she will since she didn't go for it, she'll, offer Maria back her makeup. And
He's totally not crying, by the way.
totally not crying.
Cora
God
too.
damn it.
Because that was sad.
That was awful.
Man. Cora's like, you can see Cora's like got that, like, oh.
Charlotte is just doing everything in her power to hold back the very Glasswalker response of, maybe better living through modern chemistry. There are ways, but she's not going to sit here and fucking spout off alternatives when that's not the point. So, yeah, she just offers the makeup back. Kind of gets up and doesn't necessarily leave the room, but gets, to the doorway to where she can hear to the bathroom just because she worries.
I imagine you probably hear, like, you're not going to hear her going to the toilet, but you can see the doors closed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can definitely see the telltale sign somebody's in there.
She's
Probably hear the
actually
sink running.
Yeah, probably hear the sink running. And she's covered that mirror long since, so that shouldn't be a problem. She just chews on her lip for a solid minute. And let's face it, she's kind of full of fucking intent at this point, so she kind of glances back at the other two.
You saying anything?
Finally, meanders away from the doorway, because, Freya's doing what she said she was doing, so it's okay. Goes and just kind of sits, honestly, kind of probably parks her butt on the coffee table in front of him. Glances over at Maria.
gets some of the cloth from her bag and wipes her eyes.
He's still out?
Yeah, he's doing his business. I don't want to drag him here into that. That's not fair on him either.
Oh, no. No. Wasn't even thinking that. No. It's not.
But if you really want to help her, you should talk to him.
Yeah.
Cora lean forward and rub her chin a bit. I think she's expecting him to say to go.
Seems like that's what she's braced herself for. Yeah.
And I don't think you should influence the decision either way. Raya.
Yeah, she just kind of sucks in a breath and nods because the desire to do so is incredibly strong and she knows that's not fair. But she just nods. I know.
The fact that she opened up to you is a sign that she is wanting people to understand. So there is comfort that you can take that you've gotten her to that point.
Yeah. Just wish I had that
So
magic
if
button to push and make everything better.
there is no exist.
No. It's like that groan as the head
So if
lilts
you
off
want her,
because there's been beer and everything. So just kind of like, I know.
if you want her to keep opening up to you and to really keep her better, I would say do what she asks. That implies that that she can trust you, and that is huge for her. Real nod, because even Maria can acknowledge this is kind of Cora's Dougie. This is Black Fury shit.
It is. She's right. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna have to. Only fair to both of them, really. Kind of rubs her face. Can you
Yeah, they kind of say.
Oh, sorry. They what?
Yeah, they just, each of them kind of like takes all the stuff in awkwardly. Like, it's like, that because that wasn't pleasant. You know what I mean?
That was not pleasant at all. I'm so unpleasant. I'm changing my freaking face real fast because a little smile is. Nuh-uh. I guess, can you just keep me in the loop, Maria, on when is an okay time? Because
Just
I'm not
nod.
gonna break into whatever he's doing and I'm not gonna ambush him after all that politicking, all that.
He'll real nod.
Really like clicks off her phone screen, kind of half forgetting it was in her hand. Okay. Guess until then, it's stick around here.
Then Freya will come back out again. Go
Yeah.
sit down.
Charlotte just gonna go and flop back over on the fucking mattress thing. She's making a point of like taking postures where it's like there's no possible threat from this fucking anything. Trying to just continue perpetuating a general relaxed atmosphere.
Yeah, no. Again, Freya just seems quiet, happy to engage and all that, but she just seems to be set her little piece. You know?
Yep. Charlotte will probably eventually even like poke through the DVDs for something else, kind of just chill or entertaining to put on.
Yeah, no, you can. You can find a couple of movies that are quite laid back, you know what I mean? I don't know if she, like, Freya kind of filters in and out. I don't know if Charlotte's going to say anything else. Not she just happily engages, you know what I mean?
I mean, at some point or not, like probably when she does flop back down, she just offers a handout, like kind of mock business style, like promise.
Nope. Doesn't take it. Despite, like, I'm not taking her hand. Nervosity.
Yeah. She just takes it back and does the little cross her heart gesture then.
Freya just nod idly. Because you can roll a P&E if you want on Freya. I'll
Will.
give you something.
I absolutely do. She is keeping, you know what, a careful enough eye that I'm going to do this. I don't even care. Not risking it. My pool betrays me too often. So with that, it's 4.
She is afraid to be touched by women.
Yep. Once she's gotten the signal enough times that she'll, yeah, kind of piece it together and just, do the cross her heart gesture and tuck her hands behind her head. Or they will go nowhere near her.
So, yeah, no, apart from that, Freya's pretty chill. So, would you like to end it there, bud?
Yes.
Da-na-na.